Well, I was going to start by saying the weatherman lied, but I don't know. I left the heat up in the trailer last night a little on the high side because it was supposed to be either 10 or 20 degrees this morning. You know, they can't make up their mind depending on who you watch. Today was either supposed to be 10 or 20 degrees for a low and 30, maybe 32 for a high. It stayed 33 degrees all night long. It's currently 31 degrees. And, you know, about half of what's hitting my hand is wet. The other half is solid. And I think you can, yeah, you can see it. There's some bigger chunks. Well, see what it really does. Could be interesting. Because everything's still wet enough. If it drops to 20 or 10 degrees like they're saying, that's going to be nasty on the road. And I just heard a vehicle go by. I think I know which one it was. You know, I hear them, so sometimes I see what they look like. I think it's a white Toyota. Yeah, one of those SUV ones, older ones. Yesterday he went by at about 5 miles an hour. Usually he goes by at, 30 or 40. He went by pretty fast this morning and it just sounds wet. So, and it's getting heavier and heavier and heavier. So, I still got to get my feeding done this morning. And get water done, whether it's really going to freeze or not. I got a feeling it's going to. I held 31 and it's getting colder, so maybe that colder mass is finally here. I don't know. We'll all know more later. Hope everybody's having a good hump day. Okay, this is like a minute later. Walked in the barn, turned and looked outside and noticed the stuff coming down is coming on an angle from the east. That means there's a little east wind. I mean, not that we feel anything down here, but that means it's coming from the east. That's when we do get cold. And hey, they must have found something down there. Hopefully they get it. Anyway, no, that's when we get cold. Our winds all week so far have been out of the west and southwest, which comes off the ocean. So, yeah, we may be 10 degrees here in a couple hours if it's going to do this. See what happens. I think they expect something. Yeah, kind of like these girls expected something. Figured I better get you some cows. And calves. It was Amy's daughter in here. I took the first bucket down to set it on the walkway. She poked her nose up at me to say hi. I reached down, touched her on the nose. It didn't really freak her out. It just spooked her a little bit. Where they're standing along the feeder, there's no bedding under that at all. It's all kicked out. So it was slick. She scrambled for a minute, kind of looked at me like, oh, I didn't mean to do that. Well, Becky was nice. She filled that trough for me this morning because she was over here emptying the garbage barrel. I got that one there running. And Mom just informed me that she didn't water the back barn this morning. So, well, is it warm enough we can just hook it up and let the float work? Well, considering it's down to like 29 degrees now, I don't think that's going to work very well. In the meantime, I was just headed back there to do that, but I got to finish this one first. Because sure as hell, I'll go back there to do that. This one will be full, and by the time anybody realizes it, all that manure will be washed through and down there where those cows are standing. Gotta love it. I don't know why she didn't hook it up. And here we find the common shit eater in her natural environment. That's what healers do. I figured I'd fix this. We're going to get more tubs sometime. You know, number one hasn't been here for, well, I'd love to have a vacation like that. This corner was just blasted out. I wanted to screw it together, but anyway, the screw is big enough, so there's gutter spikes down there. A couple 16th holding these upper ones back on, and I just screwed those blocks in. It'll work. So, and the way it's looking, it's going to be next year before we get any freaking tubs again. But hey, look, there ain't even snow across the road. Actually, there's still a little up there. You just got to be in the right spot to see it. But it's getting less and less here. Flatbed trailer is still got snow on it, except for where the aluminum strips are. The rest of the deck is still got 2 inches or so. Nice and warm out. You know, typical winter day. Greenie, get out of there. Too busy in there eating crap to bother to go back to the warm shop with me. And then there's the boys. Yeah, they just hang out. They like to eat shit too. Anyway, a little more stuff in the shop cleaned up. Figured I'd better do that while it's not raining or snowing or blowing. Had a little bit of an east wind today, but not a lot. Right now it's like 36 degrees. And God knows, they still keep saying it's supposed to be 20 tonight. They said it's supposed to be 20 last night, or 10, they didn't know. Freaking weather guessers. A few things I'd like to get out and do, but the ground needs to be solid. And all the snow's finally off the tractors, I think. I still had snow on the tires when I went in for lunch. A little snow left on the hood of the truck. Oh well, it is what it is. Probably freeze our asses off tomorrow or tonight, who knows. Anyway, I'm headed back to warm up again. Water's filling, cows are chilling, right? Camera didn't want to turn on. I'm going to take this brick across, maybe I won't get splattered. So, another day down. Not that it's really a sunset, but you know, it's not even there anywhere. But look at that. Actually looks better on the camera than it does in person. Except for the power line's in the way. So, thanks for watching, everybody. And yeah, if it freezes a little tomorrow, I might try to clean this mouse out. In the meantime, no. Finish water, go back inside. It's a little warmer.